Hi friends, long time no speak. You probably thought, what the hell, when you saw a video from me pop up in your subscription box. But then actually, I'm just being dramatic, it hasn't actually been that long. I just kind of got the urge to start filming. It really has been a little while for me. Something that's not a kit lineup video. I didn't even know the last time that I posted a video, so just kind of had a vibe to just do it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I sort of went back and forth on whether to talk through this video or not talk through it, like do a voiceover. So if I decide to do a voiceover, you won't hear this, but I thought I'm just gonna try and talk through it, and then if I get to a point where I run out of things to say, I'll just change to a voiceover, or we're really just gonna go with it. So first things first, I'll run through the kit that I'm going to use this week, and then I will do a bit of a recap on the last few weeks in this planner. And then yeah, just like catch up, I guess. I asked on Instagram if anyone had any questions, but I feel like people didn't really give a shit and no one responded, so that's okay. I feel like I generally don't respond when people ask either, so let me just check. Oh no. Okay, I really lied to you. I've had some responses, which is fun. We'll go through those. I haven't even read them, so we'll go through them live. So, anyway. This week, so if you're new here, which I don't think you are, but if you are, this is my, what do you call it, like memory, no, it's not my memory planner, it's my Plan With Me planner. So I have my main planner, which looks like this. This was this week that I do my like main spreads in, and then I kind of like I guess, put them down in this spiral planner to share with you guys, which is what I've been really pathetic at doing recently. So these are a couple of my recent spreads. This is the week I am planning. This is my birthday week. Like, what a week to come back, right? So I use this Caress Press kit with from like Solis Studio Art, which was just the right vibes for where I am in life at the moment. I feel like it was really adult, really mature, and I just really enjoyed it because I did, actually, let me show you. I did a month of birthday spreads, so these are not all mature and whatever. So I use this gamer kit first of all because you've heard me say on my channel, if I ever refer to myself as a gamer girl, I'm gonna jump. But I do enjoy video games, so I thought this was really fun. I also love the chance to use like a rainbow kit. So I ended up pulling black in with this and I really, really love it. Then also, in case you couldn't tell, my birthday month is March, so yeah. Then I used this kit, which honestly I had penciled in for my main, like my birthday week, and I kind of got cold feet at the last minute and changed it. And to be honest, I kind of wish I kept it because this was my favorite spread from the month, and I kind of wish it was my birthday spread. But it's still in here, which, like, it's in my birthday month, which I'm happy about. I used a magenta holo and purple foil, and I just loved it. It's actually kind of funny. I used 3 out of 4 kits from a shop that I don't support anymore. So, but I had them and I'm going to use them. So I then used this dinosaur party kit because I'm obsessed with Jurassic Park at the moment. And like, why else would I not want to celebrate turning 26 with a kid's fucking dinosaur birthday party? But it ended up working out really well because I ended up going on a trip to Bali with my work, and it's like obviously tropical, so I feel like the tropical, sorry, that's probably really annoying. I feel like the tropical leaves worked really well. And then, as I just showed you, this was my birthday spread. Kit is from Caress Press, art is from Solis Studio, and the foil is matte bronze. I really love the way it turned out, don't get me wrong. I just think this was like an overachiever. Like, I was not expecting this to look this good. So that's a quick little recap. Actually, I'm going to show you the recap of this before I get into the kit. So as we said, I'm just really winging it. Like, I don't have a plan. I just felt like sitting down and filming. So I think this was the last spread that you guys saw. No, actually, I think I did. I filmed it, but I never ended up doing the voiceover. Jesus, I am really behind. Maybe, I don't know. So you guys definitely saw this. I know that because I remember talking through it. So this beautiful kit from Glam Planner. Then this mystery kit that I had left over that didn't make the summer kit lineup. I brought in a mint anchor foil, which I actually really liked. But overall, I am glad I did not use this spread in this kit in my main planner. I just don't love the colors. The colors to me are very boring. I love the mint, I love the pink. I don't love this beige and I don't love this color, so I'm glad it didn't go down in my main planner. Excuse me. But as I said, I don't know if you guys saw that or not. I really should have prepared, but I didn't. Then the next week is this spread, which is actually kind of a shame. I think I will go back and fill this in one day. Like, I actually really like this spread. I really wanted to use this one in my main planner, but I just ran out of like weeks and I'd already been hoarding it for a year. Like, I couldn't keep hoarding it, so I decided to use it. I really like the way it looks with the butterfly foil, but as you can see, I haven't filled it out. Then we go to this monstrosity, which is honestly kind of what turned me off planning for a little bit in this planner. Not just this, I'll go through some other stuff like as we get through, but I just put this down and I just hated it and I just did not want to finish it, so I cracked it, I gave up, I put the sheets like in here and just honestly forgot about it and didn't open this planner for about a month. And then this last week when I decided, no, like, you're gonna get back into it, you're gonna do it, like I opened it and the pages like fell out and I was like, wait, what the hell? And then I remembered why, like, I didn't like it. So it was a mini kit. I don't have enough full boxes. I've already used the same girl twice and I still don't have enough boxes. I was going to color block, but I don't really like the way that looks. And I just overall do not like this. So I think sometimes you just have to cut your losses rather than me like slaving away trying to fix this when I don't like it. Let's just move on. And then I sat down and did this spread a couple of nights ago when I just felt like doing some planning. This is a kit that I had from Glam Planner, a mystery from a couple of years ago. It is Bali themed, which I did go to Bali this week. I did think about filming this and kind of talking about my trip, but I don't know, I just needed some like me time just to like do my own thing. So as you can see, I haven't done the character stickers for it. I just kind of ran out of motivation. I might end up going back and doing the character stickers, but also I kind of like the way that it looks without them. Like, I think it looks really clean and simple. I really liked this kit and I'd been saving it for when I went to Bali, but then I went to Bali and didn't use it. Because like just the format has kind of changed. It doesn't really suit my style anymore. And also I don't love the colors. Like, I actually like the spread and the colors laid down. But when I was looking at the kit, I wanted like a really rich greens and browns and orange. Like, that was the vibes I was going for. And I didn't think like this peachy color and the yellow matched. But now after laying it down, I actually don't mind it. So maybe I should have saved it for when I went again, or I don't know, but I ended up using it. So whew, now we're caught up. This is this week. So I'm going to run through the kit that I'm using. So since I have wiped out pretty much all of my birthday kits that I've been hoarding, like by doing a birthday month, I really don't have many left. I have this one from Glam Planner, which was the May mystery from last year, and I just don't see myself using it in my main planner. It's just not really my style. So I thought rather than trying to sell it or, you know, having it sit in my binder forever, I'm going to use it. And I'm gonna like it, I'm sure. It's just not, like, for my birthday, I want, like, loud, in your face. I say that, like, the spread I did this year, the colours weren't very bright, but I don't know. This is too, like, pastel and pretty for me. It's just not really my style. So, I'm sure it's actually gonna look bomb and I'm gonna really like it, but I know I kind of would never use it in my main planner, so, like, I don't need to hoard it. I'm gonna get rid of these. I really like the 3 bottom washi, like the colors. I think that looks really pretty. And then I have the extras. So I've got the happy birthday box and the birthday party. Like, I'm definitely going to be using this. And then the extras, the fashion people girls. So I'm going to be using this girl because I currently have brown hair. I do like this double box. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it because it's not really birthday themed. And then it came with glitter holo, and I haven't really been using the overlays recently because I think they've been a bit too much, but I think I'm going to use them this time. I'm definitely going to use this bottom washi. I fucking love this bow. This is like my ideal bow. And I'm going to use the header overlays, but I'm probably going to use the full boxes. We'll see. So that is the kit that I'm using and an update. Well, it's not really, I haven't really told you anything yet, I guess, but that's the kit I'm using, and you've seen like where I'm at with my planning and whatever. So I don't know if I'm going to go back and do every single kit that I've missed. Like, this is March 20 something, and we're currently, so what have I missed? One, that's helpful. 2, 3, okay, and then I'm currently, it's this day, no, this day. So I've missed 3 weeks, so it's not that many. I might go back and film them. I'm also going away for 3 weeks at the end of next week, so I probably picked the worst time to come back, but whatever, we'll see. I'm not making any promises. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see how we go. So let's start with the washi. I'm kind of just going to like talk through, as I said, if I kind of run out of things to say, I will just like obviously say, but I'll swap to a voiceover. I don't want it to be like awkward, but I thought I would have enough things to talk about, considering I've been gone for, honestly, I don't even know. I should probably look it up. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to look up when the last video that I posted was. It was the 5th of March, which was over a month ago. And I mean, it doesn't sound like that long when I say it out loud, but fuck me, March was a busy month. Like, that feels like a lot. And of course, when I start filming again, I get a message. Thank you so much. Well, I'll respond to that later. So yeah, that was my last Plan With Me video. I posted my April lineup in there. I've already filmed my May lineup, which is a super exciting one because it includes 2 kits for my trip, one being Disney. So I already filmed that. That will go up, what's today? The 19th. Probably next week. I then have my US box is scheduled for delivery tomorrow, so I'll have a haul coming soon, and that one should actually be a pretty big haul because I don't know exactly what happened, but the US, or the company that I use, my US, their warehouse got shut down for like a week or something, and so whether or not like it was intentional, it meant I didn't get charged any fees on my, like any storage fees on my items, even though I had them in storage for longer than 30 days, which is great. So I ended up having like stuff in storage for almost 2 months. So I've got, I think my normal like average number of packages is between 9 and 11 before like it gets to the 30-day mark and I send them on. I think I have like 15 or 16 in this delivery, so it's gonna be a good one. There's for sure one new to me shop in there, and then like obviously a lot of old faves, of course. But yeah, that'll be exciting. I always love, that's like really realistically the one video that kind of, not that I was ever gonna like delete the channel, but when I was sort of thinking like, do I want to keep this going, like literally what I would think about is like how much I love getting on camera and filming hauls. I don't know, I just love talking about stickers and like what I've ordered and what I've got. They're also my favorite videos to watch, so, but obviously they're like, you know, I can't film hauls all the time, so So yeah, will have at least that video when all my, I'll probably film my haul, although I'll get my box tomorrow. I won't have a chance to film until probably Saturday. So I will film it and probably upload it on Saturday. This video, don't know when it's going up. Today's Tuesday. I want to try and get it up like in the week, so maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, not really sure. And then yeah, I'll have my kit lineup video next week. So I've got a bit of content coming, obviously not a whole lot. I see like so many people out there making heaps of videos and like pumping it out, and I love it. Like I love seeing, like I'm trying to think, who do I always see on my subscription? Like Plan with Elisa always like has a video literally that pops up. I love that. Jen from Jen Joy Plans, I always see her videos. Carly Plans, I watch a lot of her stuff. Yeah, like those are the people who like come to Gabrielle Plans. I don't know, I love y'all's videos and I love seeing them. I'm sorry you haven't seen my videos because I've been just away with the fairies, but I guess, where have I been? So on the 5th of March was my last video I uploaded. I reckon around that time, like that week, I got a call from my manager asking if I was available to fly to Bali, literally like the next week, as part of like a work. So I work in travel, and Australia's borders have been closed for COVID for like 2 years, like a year and a half. And we are not just now, like as of November, our border has been open to travel to other countries. And obviously other countries are slowly opening their border to us. Bali is like our #1 tourism destination, like where we go for tourism. And it opened in March, and because I work in travel and I'd had a really good, like I sell travel, like travel agent, I had a really good sales month. I got rewarded by being invited on the first plane to Bali. I actually think someone asked me that. I think that's the only question that I read the answer to, because at that point I only had one response, and it said, let me get the exact question while I'm talking about it. Oh, I hate how it scrolls all the way to the bottom. How was your trip to Bali? Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, I was invited to go on the first flight back there, like of Australian tourists. So it was like media, influencers, and like 6 guys in travel, which was really exciting. It was my first time back overseas in like 2 years. So we went up on Monday, like flew up. So when I say up, like it's up on a map, it's north from where I live. And then it flew back on Wednesday night. So it was like in classic travel fashion. It was like a whirlwind trip, but we stayed in like the most beautiful hotel. Like if you want to look it up, it's called the Mulia, M-U-L-I-A, in Nusa Dua, and it was just, oh my god, like the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. Because we were the first tourists there, like we had the hotel to ourselves, we all got like private rooms. It was actually amazing, like so amazing. Tuesday is my birthday, so I want to put the happy birthday box, or do I want to put the me box? No, I'm going to put the happy birthday box, and I'll put the me box on the sidebar. Yeah, so literally all we did was sit at the pool bar, drink cocktails, and experience the weather and Bali being back. Like it was actually, these shoes are amazing. So fun, like I really, and it was at a time when work was so busy, so I just like needed it. And yeah, I don't know, like I feel like I haven't really said too much, like because it was such a quick trip, I really don't, like there's not much to say, I don't know. So it was really fun. That was the, like the 12th, I reckon. Hold on, let me check. That's literally the week before. The 14th. So I went this day, came back this day. And then I came back to fucking trauma at work. Like, it is so busy. I'm just trying to work out what colour. So as I mentioned, our border has been closed for a year and a half, so people haven't been able to, you know, go on a holiday, visit family, all that sort of thing. And March was the busiest month that we have had, even like pre-COVID. And my manager had a month off, so it was very like great. I don't want to come across as like not being grateful, because I spent 2 years complaining about it being quiet and having nothing to do, but it was so overwhelming. It was just 2 of us in store, and we just could not keep up with the amount of people who wanted to book. I was like going to work at 7 AM when I don't start till 9, and then like coming home and then logging back on and working at home. So that's probably the main factor in why I haven't been on YouTube, to be honest. I know it's a cop-out and I hate like saying it, but I really have not had the time. Like, that's a fact. And yeah, like I hated it. I became like fully consumed by work, and I couldn't switch off. I would like turn my laptop off on the couch at 8 PM, but I'd then go straight to bed and I'd just be thinking about, oh, I didn't do this, and I haven't, you know, contacted this customer. And it was literally non-stop for like 3 weeks. My manager is back now, and it is a bit more reasonable. So this was like coming back, so I came back to work these 2 days, this week, and then the next week was just chaos, and I really struggled mentally. But it seems like we're kind of out of the worst of it now. My manager's back. We've got like the 3 staff again. It's also school holidays, which is always a quiet time for us. And just in general, like the immediate like wave, like rush is over, which is nice. So yeah, that's like the biggest reason why I like haven't been around, is because I physically could not, like it was too much for me. So hopefully now, with it being like back to a more reasonable level, I can come back to YouTube, because I mean I really enjoy doing these spreads and, you know, planning and talking about them and stuff. Like, and I miss reading you guys' comments and stuff. Like, does that sound weird? But like, I don't know, I enjoy that sort of thing, so I've definitely been missing it. So that was a long story, but that's really where I've been. I go to, so today's Tuesday, and next Saturday, I can't even believe it, we fly to LA to go to Disney, and I know I'm like gonna cry when I get there, because I just miss it so much. Like, I don't know, not being like literally being locked in your country. Not to be like, I fully get I have privilege, like I'm not denying that, but everyone has their struggles and it's all relatable. So, as in it's all relative to you. So being like locked in your country and not being able to leave for a year and a half, like physically, like we actually were not allowed to go. We had to apply to the Australian government to leave the country, and we had to have a reason. So that had to be like family member was ill overseas, or like moving away, or like it had to be a valid reason. It had to be approved by the Australian government. This is not working. And then when you return, you had to do 2 weeks in hotel quarantine at your own expense. But it was really hard to get a spot in hotel quarantine, because there was only like a couple of hundred allowed per day, like for the whole country. So like we literally could not leave. And so it just feels crazy to me that we're actually going to America next week. Like, that's just crazy. So we're doing a week in LA and then a week in Hawaii. Like, we're doing, well, I guess we're doing 7 days LA and then 4 days Kauai, 4 days Oahu. So I've never been to Kauai before, but I've been to Oahu like quite a few times. I don't know, I'm just so excited to go. So that, as I said before, that'll like affect my content as well. But what, at this point, I'm not like, my ship has sailed. I'm just doing what I'm doing. So I don't know, I guess that's a bit of an update in my life in case anyone cared. In terms of planning, I went through a patch there, like kind of aligned to my work phase where I just, sorry, I'm doing this off camera. I did not want to plan. I was getting quite far behind. I was just putting my plans into my notes app, which is what I do when I get 2 days behind and then I'm going into the 3rd day. I put my plans into the notes app so I don't forget. And I was just getting to that point where I was doing that. I'm just getting rid of my scraps. And just like, I just didn't want to sit down and plan because I just did not have like time, or I didn't want to do it, and it was really ugly. Like yeah. So I am feeling much better now and actually much like back into planning and all that sort of stuff. I have, as I said, that big order that's coming tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I've got no idea which boxes these go on. I think I'm just going to leave them. I'll do the headers. Yeah, so I've got my box coming tomorrow, which always makes me like really excited about planning. I sat down, was it yesterday or the day before? I think, because it was just Easter, like this weekend gone by. So I had some like spare time, had some time off. I sat down and I went through all my winter kits and decided, like I pretty much knew, like I had all my winter kits picked out. And I pretty much knew the foil, but a couple of the kits I didn't have foil bundles picked out for, so I went through and picked out those, and then I like moved. So next month is already June. Well, like it's May, but then it's June. So I picked out some kits that I want to use in June specifically, and move those from like my generic winter section to, that's not very straight at all, to my actual like kit lineup. So I'm using one kit to start with, which is a transition from autumn to winter, and then I'm using the Jurassic Park kit, which I am so excited about because it's the release of Jurassic World Dominion, and I have not been this excited for a movie in literally fucking since Twilight came out. Like, I'm not a movie person. I don't like going to the movies. I don't like movies. I don't like watching them. But I fucking love Jurassic Park, and I cannot wait for the new one. I cannot believe it's going to be the OGs. And like Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, like chef's kiss, baby, chef's kiss. I cannot wait. I have bought enough fucking Jurassic Park foil to last me 14 weeks, so I honestly don't know how I'm going to narrow it down, but I have so much stuff and I'm so happy about it. I'm going to be using Red Sparkle, which is my favorite foil, and I'm just ready. And then I have some fucking fire winter kits. I actually reckon I'm more excited for winter than I am autumn this year, which is big for me. Autumn is my favorite season to plan. But this year, I reckon winter is going to top it. Am I going to have enough? Yes, just. I honestly love my winter kits so much. Like, I'm doing some really fun foil combinations. I feel like last year I really fell into just doing, what do you call it, like silver foil for like silver snowflakes, and I just, by the end of it, I was so fucking bored looking at silver snowflakes. But this year I've really got some fun foil combinations, and yeah, like, I don't know, I'm just really excited for that. Some really like fun foil colors, so you guys will see those coming up. I'm just about to finish the base, and then I'll get into the day by day. I'm going to do the deco. I don't know why I turned it around. I never do that. Let's turn it back. You can see all the deco that I haven't cut, which is real lazy of me, but I will do that one day. This deco is actually quite a good size. So I guess other than that, I have been reading a lot, getting back into reading, which I love. Like, I love the idea of being a reader, as dumb as that sounds. And I've really been trying to prioritize. So before I go to bed, I have like reading time where I specifically get in bed, like turn the lights somewhat down, enough that I can still see, and read my book just to like wind down for the day. It's really been helping like mentally turn off. And then I find myself, rather than lying in bed thinking about work, I'm like lying in bed thinking about a book, which I think is a lot more healthy. Not that I'm a psychiatrist or anything, but it feels a lot better. So I know I'm very late to the party, but I've been reading Akatar, like A Court of Thorn and Roses. Well, I finished A Court of Thorn and Roses. I finished A Court of Mist and Flames. Is that the second? I finished the second one, and I'm currently on the third one, and I am obsessed. Obviously, I'm sure if you've read it, you're also obsessed. As I said, I know I'm late to the party, but I am just loving it so much. It really, like, as cliche as it is, it takes me back to my Twilight days of like just being so immersed in like a book and just wanting to like be in that world, and like just, yeah, like I'm so into it. I'm loving it. So yeah, I'm like been reading kind of non-stop. I've been just loving that. So if you guys have read it and you like, actually if you've read it, and either way, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know. I would love people to talk to. I do have a Goodreads account, and I've been trying to get more active on it. So if any of you have Goodreads and use it, or even if you don't use it often, I'd like, if you don't feel comfortable putting your name on my comments, just message me on Instagram and I will definitely add you. I love reading people's reviews and kind of thoughts about what they're reading, and yeah, I've just really been into that. So I feel like I've just talked non-stop for 20 minutes because I pretty much have, and I actually am out of time, which is bizarre because I kind of feel like I have more things to say. But that is the base. I'll just like open it up so you can see, and then I'm just going to go off camera and get all of my actually I'm just going to do a couple of these. So I'm going to go off camera and pull my character stickers, because I feel like that is, well, maybe it should, are you guys interested in seeing that live talk? I didn't even fucking get to the questions, Jesus Christ. That's not very good of me. Oh, maybe I'll get to those soon. I don't know when, but actually I feel like I maybe have footage that I have uploaded to my computer that I didn't ever up. No, maybe I'll just do it in this one. Sorry, I'm really indecisive. I'm just gonna put these down, and then I'm gonna go off camera and get my character stickers, and then actually maybe I'll do it on camera. I never do that. I'll kind of show you my thought process as I go, and I can kind of answer questions. So who knows how long this video is going to be, honestly. So this, what the hell is stuck to it? Oh, this pink. Oh, it kind of matches. I'm gonna have to move my light because it's in the way. Alright, real production quality we've got here. So this is my characters and icons binder. This is where all of my, it actually probably now more so needs to say characters and scripts, because that's how that's how I organize everything. So I'm going to keep this off to the side, and I'll kind of pull out as we go. I'm going to open my phone and have a look at the questions quickly to just kind of familiarize myself. Okay, let's answer a couple. So what is your favorite thing about living in Australia? So let's just answer that one. Well, I don't really know how to say some of this stuff without offending people, and that's not what I mean to do. But I'm thankful every day that I live in Australia, because I think we have like great access to, we have universal healthcare, which I know is not a thing in the States. Like we have, I sometimes think that like people know more about Australia than what they do, and then I think like, oh, I'll say it, but then you probably like, I know that, Emma. But we have healthcare that is free for everybody. Like you don't have to, when I say you don't have to pay for it, it's like you pay it in your taxes, everyone has to pay for it, but you don't pay for it when you go to the hospital. Like they're fully covered. People can take out private health insurance if they so wish to, but as I said, you get a level of universal healthcare for free, and it's a great standard of healthcare. That's not what I want to do. So I am very thankful for that every day. I pay $50 a year to Ambulance Victoria. In my state, you have to pay for ambulance. In other states, I don't think you do. $50 a year, and that gets me, like, if I need to go in the ambulance, that's for free, essentially. Like, it's covered. So I think that is well worth it. Yeah, I'm literally, that's like the thing I'm most thankful for. Also, controversial topic, but I am very thankful for, I also am thankful I live in a very progressive state as well. Like, not all states in Australia are quite as progressive, but Victoria is. So I'm just going to get a sheet I dropped on the floor. So, like, we have access to abortion, no questions asked, no issues whatsoever, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very strong believer in that, in pro-choice. I have no interest whatsoever in having children, and to think like that some people, like I know in the States, like if you're in some states, you don't have a choice. That is just terrifying to me. Like, I am so thankful I live in Australia where that, not saying it's like, like, not, it's not actually not, it's a medical procedure. Like, it should be. That's all it is. So I'm very thankful for that. I don't know, we have a really good, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, for example, in COVID, generally, obviously there were some outliers, but generally everyone does things for the greater good of others. So if we were all told to stay home, my state was in lockdown for 6 months, twice. So pretty much 2020 and then 2021. Everyone was told to stay home. That's what you did. There's no arguing, there's no rioting, there's no, like I said, aside from a few little outliers, but generally everyone does things for the good of others, and I don't see that in other countries. Like, I'm really glad that we have that here, that it's just like a like an unspoken thing. You just do things for the greater good. So I don't know, I'm very passionate about living here. I'm very thankful to live here. I can't imagine living anywhere else. So that's actually good. Maybe I'll do that. I'll lay down my, stickers, like my boxes when I answer the question, and then I will do the character stickers. I still don't know if this is entirely focused. Apologies if it's not. Yeah, I think that's a good format. So, first thing was the Bahrain Grand Prix. So, I have been very into Formula 1 this year, and that is one of the things. Actually, that reminds me, I probably need to order some custom scripts that say watch the race, watch qualifying. And so for me here, the Bahrain race was at 4 o'clock in the morning, so that was kind of a lot. So I'm just going to use a paper shire sticker to mark that out of my TV scripts, and then I'll just show you, but I don't think I have any scripts that would make sense. I got YouTube, Netflix, YouTube, watch Yellowstone, Plan With Me, binge, Netflix, binge, Plan With Me, Netflix, Netflix, Plan With Me, YouTube, Netflix, Plan With Me, no. Okay, so, and then I also have my scripts organized by color. So I've got black in the front because black is my favorite, and then I've got gold, silver, hollow, and rose. That's how all my categories are organized. So I don't have a script for that, so I'll come back and write that in a second. Then I had a frappe for breakfast, which honestly will be the death of me. McDonald's fucking frappes. I don't know if you guys have them in the States. If you do, like, they just kill me. Like, they're my favorite. I have them, I try not to, but I feel like I pretty much have one every morning. It's really bad. I know we don't have Starbucks here like you guys do, so I feel like that's my defense. Because if we had Starbucks, I would be at Starbucks. But for me, Starbucks are only at the major shopping malls, and there's no major shopping mall between me and work, so it just doesn't work out. maybe I'll use this like light green colour to mark that. And oh, I actually do have a script for this. So again, I've got my black at the front, and then I've got Starbucks, I believe, in hollow. No, not Starbucks, sorry, Frappe. Oh no, actually I think hollow, no I do. Okay, so this is from Monique Plans, my friend who shop is no longer open. She might come back one day, but at this stage there is no plans to open the shop. So I have a lot of scripts and custom scripts from her. So yeah, that's the kit's in sparkly hollow and it's in hollow, but I don't really care. That's close enough. Then I had work. So what am I going to use to mark work this week? I feel like this is always my problem. Actually, I'll use a laptop because I've got a pink colorway, I think. Do I? Yes, I do. So really like old school multicolor sheets I've got here. And I just cut them in half because they don't fit. I'm just going to use like these light pinks and just pop that in because I do work primarily on a computer. I'm going to keep these out because I know I'll use work a lot. And I have these scripts from Caress Press, but they're honestly my favorite scripts, so I'm saving them for like when I use them in my main planner. Even though I have so many of them, I'm like really like stingy with using them, so they're not getting used. Then my friend Maddie was over, so I'll go to my friends. And then I've got a few different options. So Maddie has brown hair and I also have brown hair now, but at the time I had blonde hair. So I'm trying to find one that matches. It's like shopping that doesn't really match. FaceTime, no. FaceTime, no. No. Got a lot of FaceTime stickers. I think it's going to have to be this one. Even though that doesn't really make sense. What about this? I'm going to use this because I don't know. Okay, it wouldn't be an Emma video without the 30-minute timer cutting me off and me not knowing where I was up to. So, I put down this sticker from Happy Dyer. It doesn't match at all, but I don't use them because they're so big. So I thought I'm just going to get it done. And then this sheet is from Planner Choco. I have a few of her custom scripts because I like the sizing. Then I'm just going to mark, so getting some, like Maddie gave me her present for my birthday. I don't really know what, actually I'm going to use a birthday sticker because I have a lot of them and I don't use them very often. So I've got Coffee Monsters Co., Paper and Milk, that doesn't really make sense, that doesn't go, and then they don't go. Actually, I think I'm going to use one of these stickers from, this is from Stella Bow Sticker Co. Whew, okay, I'm all over the shop. I think I'm going to use one of these because it's literally a present. Let's use green because I don't use green very often. And then we watched the race replay because we like all got up to watch it at 4 o'clock and we're like a bit fried. So we watched the replay when we were all a bit more like conscious, I guess. So I'm going back to my, actually I'm going to use, I've got 2 left in this, actually the blue is a bit dark, but I'm going to use it anyway. I kind of want to use this sheet up. So, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, that blue definitely is too dark, but whatever. I'm going to go write everything in. So, again, we've got, how did I write it there? Bahrain. It's the first race of this season as well, so it was really exciting. F1. GP, that's got a script. Then I'm going to just write work in. That's got a script. This is presents. And then race replay. Okay, I'm happy with that start to the week. Next, Let's do a question. Do you have a set style or process to decide your foil choices? Do you have a set style or process to decide your foil choices? No, I do not. So in case you didn't notice with the way that I talk about foil, foil is probably my favorite thing about planning. Like I love foil pairings. Like getting together with like Sam from Samantha Marie Plans especially, and just like talking about foil, like what foil we're going to use for what kit, and you know how we're feeling about it. And it's one of my favorite things to do. I love sitting down, going through my kits and picking out foil. So no, I do not have a set like, what does it say, style or process, but I fucking love doing it. So I guess if I had to like think of a process or like say it, it would be I always go for a fun foil first. That's a lot of F's. Fun foil first, but it's true. So I'm gonna use this. Wait, no, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I always look and see, does a fun foil go with this kit or not? So if I was using this kit in my main planner, for example, I would probably be thinking of like a pink. I probably wouldn't go blue or a green. I don't think there's any nice green foils personally. So I'd probably be thinking, okay, do I have a pink that would match this? I think hot pink would be too much. Do I have a light pink? And I would be going back through my stuff and finding, like I've used light pink from shops before. Like pulling it out and seeing, does it match with this kit? Does it not? If not, then I would be going to a core foil. So I probably wouldn't use light pink with this. I just don't, I think the tones are off, knowing the like what am I trying to say, the colors that I've used before, the light pink that I've used before, I don't think the colors would match. So I would then go to a fun foil. Jesus, I need to put something else in. Like I've only got one more thing to mark. Oh, I guess I could just move it down. Yeah, and what was I saying? Foil. Yeah, so I'd be going to then the core foil. And in this kit, I would personally use silver. I think silver pops against pastel colors. I don't really know about the sparkly hollow, but because that's what it came with, that's what I'm using. So yeah, I would first go to fun foil and then go, like for me, using fun foil is literally what planning is about. Like that's my favorite thing to do, so that's where I go first. And then if I can't find a fun foil that matches, I will go with a non-fun foil. Also, I will always, I don't have any birthday, I was looking for a happy birthday script in sparkly hollow, but I don't have one, or in hollow, because this is my actual birthday. Then I will look, say I go with a fun foil, I will look, do I have a bundle that is like the new format, like the one with the bougie boxes and everything, or it's an old format. If it's an old format, then I have to pick a core foil to go with like the underlays slash bougie boxes. So that's probably my process. Fun foil first. If yes, is it an old or a new bundle? If it's an old bundle, pick a core foil to go with it. If no, pick a core foil and go with it that way. So hopefully that answers that question. So Tuesday is my March 22nd is my actual birthday, so I've used a sticker from Coffee Monsters Co. I really like to use up these really big stickers when I can, because I don't use them in my main planner. Then I was marked work the same. Then it was my birthday dinner with family, so I don't really have any stickers that kind of make sense for this, so I think I'm going to use this Glam Planner teeny sheet again, trying to use up the real big stickers because I just don't use them. She is like carrying a cake and the cat has balloons attached to the tail. I I can probably fit family dinner in there. And then I got, so I'm a huge giver of flowers. I think flowers are a really nice, like, not gift, like if it's for something special, I'll give a gift, but I'll most likely give flowers and a gift. I just think flowers are like such a nice way to just brighten up someone's house or their office or whatever they want to put them. And so I feel like that's rubbed off on a lot of my close friends, and I got a lot of flowers this year. I was really thankful. I love getting flowers as well, so that's what I marked, like that I just got so many flowers. Kind of self-explanatory. But yeah, for like it being my birthday, I feel like I didn't mark very much. I was mostly at work, and again it was like this really busy time, so I'm just gonna write it's my B-day. And then again, work, and then family. Actually, I'm just gonna write fam dinner. And then I'm gonna write all the flowers. Okay, and then Wednesday's a little bit differently because I have to write on the stickers because I can't write on the coil. I've tried everything and I just can't do it. So, next question. Shout out also Planet Fancy. Thank you for asking me so many questions. That really helps. What kind of art do you absolutely despise? What's the deciding factor for art picks? I feel like people ask me these questions because they know I get really fired up about this sort of stuff. What kind of art do you absolutely despise? Okay. I feel like that's a loaded question and it's going to get me in trouble. But for me, and this is personal, like you totally do you, whatever you want to do, like go for it, sister. I do not like really cutesy art. It is not my thing. I like the real like florals and like no like theme. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's literally like florals and like watercolor and that sort of thing. Don't rate it, not for me. I also find myself really gravitating against, I guess it's kind of similar, like real cartoony art styles. There's certain artists in the community who lean more towards that style and that's great. People love it. It's not for me. I don't like it personally. And I've really kind of, well, you guys know what happened a few months ago. Well, yeah. That kind of helped me see that I don't just need to buy shit for the sake of buying shit, like because everyone else is. Just because someone is the most popular artist in the community does not mean you have to like everything they do. You don't have to like anything they do. Like it's totally up to you what you want to support and what you want to purchase from. And I just enjoy that. I feel like to answer this question, I need to like answer the opposite. So my favorite artist is Celeste Studio because her art is so realistic, and that's what I really find myself leaning towards at the moment, is really hyper like realistic art. The birthday kit that I went with this year was a really realistic birthday. Like the balloons had such high detail and the outfits and the feathers, like that's what I love in art. So I guess the opposite is, sorry, it's really hard to write and talk at the same time. Like write a different thing than what you're saying. Yeah, so like the opposite of that is I'm kind of finding myself moving away from the cartoony, cute sort of art style that some artists have. So I don't know if I despise it though, but I'm definitely moving away from it. So I'm just reading a question again. What's the deciding factor for art picks? I don't know. Honestly, I know that I like something. Like I'll see the art release and I'll just know, and then I have to be really careful about, not careful, that's a bit dramatic, but I have to be really like I really consider if it's an art that's from like multiple artists. I really like consider carefully which artist I'm gonna buy. Where the hell is a page I'm looking for? I feel like I've lost a page. No, I haven't. yeah, if it's an artist that like the art goes out to everybody, I really am then considered like basically who has used the art the best, what's the best colors of that art. So I don't know, I guess I don't really despise any art style. I was about to say something really bad, but I won't say it, that's going to get me in trouble. So yeah, I guess that's the answer to that question. Oh dear. Next, do you have any juicy stories to share? Could be planner related or not. I feel like I've shared my juiciest story on here. If I didn't say, I actually honestly can't remember how much I explained about it. I really don't feel like going into it again. It was rubbish and I've moved on and I don't support either one of those people anymore and I feel liberated because of it. But other than that, no, I really don't. I try not to involve myself in drama. I feel like everyone says that. At work and in my personal life, I am such a drama queen and I am involved in so much drama. But planner related, I really have tried to take a step back from that. I kind of seem to get myself involved and then I end up copying shit for it and then I get frustrated. Like I'm just trying to defend my friends or defend shops that like I support. So I try and stay out of it because it just ends up costing me. So yeah, I don't know, it's probably like I don't really have much more to say. And yeah, like I have a lot of scandals outside of work, outside of planning, but I don't mean like it's a lot of stuff that people don't understand if you don't work in the industry or you don't know the backstory. So I don't know, I feel like people must think I'm really dramatic because I am but I don't have any stories, so sorry. So as I said, I have to write everything on Wednesday because I cannot write on the coil. So here I'm going to use a script. It is coffee, so going back to my coffee section, I think I'm going to use this peachy color, which definitely doesn't match, but I just don't really care. From Paper and Milk. I really need to do, well, I'm gonna like fucking tight ass budget at the moment because obviously I go to America very soon, but when I come back and I'm not on such a tight budget, I need to do a couple of character sticker orders, one from Papershire and one from Paper and Milk, because those are my favorite two shops like ever now. Like those are I've refined my likes and my needs and my wants, and those are my two shops that I want to shop from. So I need to do the Papershire order. Is going to be freaking enormous, but I need to top up on stock up. The Paper and Milk Emotions are like my favorite general stickers, so I need to pick up more of those. And then I always have a running Carly Plans custom script note on my phone, and whenever I think of a custom script that I want, I add it to my note. These are the emotions that I'm talking about. I just love them. So those are like the 3 shops that I need to order from. So I say need, I don't need to, I want to. And then, I don't know, I feel like I was going to say this in my little catch-up bit at the start, but I've been kind of relating to that question. I've been feeling a bit flat about art released recently. I can't remember who it was, someone who hasn't been active in the community for a while. She like randomly popped onto stories and was like, hey, it's me, like I'm still alive, just letting you know that I'm like kind of haven't really been into planning. I really haven't been inspired. And then she put something like, I've been finding a lot of the custom artwork released to be really niche, and while that's great for like people who it's suited towards, it doesn't suit me. Like no, that's totally wrong. While that's like, and I can't even speak English. Like I fully agree with it. There's been so much niche artwork released recently. Like niche kits for like movies and TV shows and this and that, like, but if you're not into those niche things, I feel like there hasn't been much art released, which I know I'm gonna get shit for that because I'm not an artist. I'm always saying, like, if you don't like it, do it yourself, which, like, I'm fully contradicting that, but I get it. Like, I fully get what she was saying in that I have not been inspired by any of the custom art recently from a lot of different shops because I haven't been into, like, the really niche things that they've been doing. So, I don't know. I don't know. And I always feel like whenever I notice I start to not be into, like, the new art released, I notice I start to lose interest in planning because so much of my enjoyment of planning comes from buying kits and pairing foil. So if I'm, like, not enjoying the kits that are coming out, then I'm, like, not enjoying half of, like, planning. Does that make sense? So yeah, like, I'm excited to see the new summer kits come out. Like, hopefully, I feel like I always end up with way too many summer kits than what I can fit in, so I'm excited to see those come out. Quickly, the coffee cup is from Paper and Milk and the chai script is from Monique. The laptops from the the old school multicolor, this is from Paper and Milk. The person watching TV is from Papershire. The Fox and Cactus girl holding the parcel, and then the Instagram icon is from the kit. Moving on. Next question. What made you get into planning to begin with? So I've answered this question before. If you have seen it before and you don't give a shit, I apologize, but I'm going to tell the story again. So, long story, side note, I love when Jen Joy Plan says long story long. I don't know why, I've never heard that phrase before until she, like, says it in her videos, and it always makes me laugh. So if you're watching this, Jen, thank you. Random, but I enjoy when you say that. So long story long, I was really into makeup YouTubers back in the day, as we all were, like Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bybel, Nicole Guerrero. It's like my jam. I, like, used to be obsessed that I spent so much money on makeup. But one day, Nicole Guerrero, in her little monthly favorites video, had an Erin Condren life planner, and I was fucking hooked. I swear to God, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, that is life changing. Like, I've always been into stationery and crafting and, like, always had, like, my kind of toe in the water, if you will. And then she like went through that and I was obsessed. I reckon I honestly watched that video 20 times. Like, I just kept watching it over and over, like, I need it, I need it, I need it. And then I'd go on the website, and obviously being in Australia, like, it was so expensive and I was like, I can't justify it. So then I went to this, like, local store called Kiki K, which you might have heard of, I don't know, and purchased one of their planners, and I kind of tried to fake it, but it just never worked. Like, it was not the same. I just was not happy with it. Like, I really tried, but I ended up caving and I bought an Erin Condren. I reckon I probably gave it a year of trying other planners, and I just gave in and decided to stop wasting money and start spending money. And so I bought it, and that was in 2015. I used to use the academic year, so 2015, 2016 planner. And I honestly haven't looked back. My first year in that planner was, I made my own kits. Like, I got sticker paper and actually used to hand cut the stickers out. You'll find, like, I have videos up on my channel where I go through those planners, like, way back when. And yeah, so that was 2015. And it was this random beauty guru's video that I was watching that made me get into it, and I really haven't looked back. Like, I've heard people have, I don't know why I just started writing, I haven't even done the character stickers, like, taken a step back and, like, maybe taken some months off planning. Like, I have I'm not judging people. I'm just saying, like, I have never taken a step back. Like, I literally have been here for that whole time. All my planners, like my main planner, so it's always A5, whether it's been spiral or rings, is always complete. I've never missed a week. Yeah, so I guess that's my story. So that little man is from Paper and Milk. And then I cooked risotto, which normally I don't mark what I cook, but actually, you know what, I'm just going to mark cooked dinner. I don't care. This script is from Carly Plans, which I do PR for Carly. Actually, I PR for Glam Planner as well. I should have said that. I PR for Carly Plans. I've just started this month and I'm like PRing for the term. So you can use my code Emma15. That'll save you 15% off. And or put my name in the notes and you'll get my, I think it's really cool, freebie. I kind of took time to like really try and find icons that suited everyone. So hopefully you guys like it. I hopefully will have that in my box that's coming tomorrow. I made like 3 orders at once, so I'm not really sure which one's in there and which ones aren't, but hopefully it is, because I really want to see it in person, but we'll see. And then yeah, I also do PR for Glam Planner, so you can also use code Emma15 when you're shopping at Glam Planner. That's been active for like forever now. Don't forget. I also PR for Planet Fancy, who has been providing you with all of these questions, so shout out to her. Yeah, so back to it. No, that's going there. So I cooked dinner, used a script for that because I couldn't be bothered writing it in. This day my birthday dresses arrived, so I was really stressed out because I ordered them like the Sunday night before, express post, and they only arrived Thursday afternoon, and my birthday like thing was, I had a friend's birthday Saturday and then my birthday was Sunday, so I was really stressed about it. I'm going to use this person who's like happy about holding, like they look like sticker envelopes, and it wasn't a sticker envelope, it was a bag of clothes, but I think the thought process is the same. So then this one like kind of is a bit niche to my work, but it was so busy for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and then this day it was just dead and I was bored. And I was just like, what the hell is going on? Like, this is such a roller coaster. Then I did cook dinner, and then, so my dresses came from Shopo is the name of the, I think it's an Australian brand that I always get my clothes from because they are size inclusive, which I love. They don't have a plus size range. They just make their clothes up to a size 20, which... chef's kiss, thank you so much. That's all I asked for. I don't want different clothes to everyone else. I just want the same clothes made bigger. So shout out Shopo. Alright, next, let's move on to Friday. New question. Alright, I've got 3 questions to go. I'd love to know your morning routine. I feel like this is probably less exciting than the person would want to know the answer to, so my apologies in advance. So I get up at either anywhere from 6:30 till 7, depending on, sounds terrible, but how much work I have to do. So if I get up at 7, that is the perfect amount of time for me to do my routine and get to work. I say on time, but for me on time is 15 minutes early. I hate being late. That's in all aspects of my life. I have to be early. So if I get up at 7, then I'm at work, aside from any like traffic delays or anything, at 15 minutes before I have to start. So if I need to do work, I get up earlier and like get to work earlier. So I get up at 7 o'clock. I go straight into, I have in our spare room, I have a like Alex drawers and a desk and a Hollywood mirror set up, and that's where all my makeup is. And I go in there and do my makeup and sometimes my hair, depending on how I'm feeling. So that takes generally about, when do I finish that? Probably like 7:35 is when I would aim, 7:30, 7:35. And then I go to get dressed. And then I get in the car and I leave for work. I live like 30 minutes to 40 minutes depending on traffic from work. So I drive to work either via McDonald's to get a frappe or the local coffee shop to get a chai, depending on how I'm feeling. I really, for a while there, was into making my chais at home. Like, I love oat milk. Like, I don't have an aversion to dairy or anything. I just generally like oat milk. So I have oat milk and chai. And I was really into that for like so long. I was taking my own drinks and whatever, and then I just like it sounds so dumb, but I've like forgotten how to make it. And now whenever I make it, it tastes just feral, so I like don't do it anymore. But I really need to get back into it because it was saving me money, and I was enjoying it. So yeah, then I will like drive, as I said, to work either via McDonald's. It sounds so weird saying McDonald's because we just say Macca's, but I feel like if I say Macca's, you're gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, so, and then I get to work at 8:15 and I start at 8:30 and our doors open at 9. So we get half an hour of like either a team meeting or working on any urgent stuff that's come through, like, because obviously we work in travel. Sometimes people need things overnight, like with time differences and stuff. And then yeah, we open the door and log into the phone at 9, and then that's when my day starts. So it's really boring. I don't do anything fancy like yoga or walks or anything. I literally get up, do makeup, and people will probably say like, oh, why do you spend so long on makeup? Like, because it's one, it's something I enjoy, and two, I'm really passionate about looking presentable at my job. And I'm not saying that you have to wear makeup to be presentable, but for me, that's how I'm presentable. And I enjoy like the creative aspect of makeup, and I enjoy, you know, creating a look that's professional and makes me feel. And what do you know, the video stopped recording. Okay, so that means we're already in an hour, so shit. This is gonna be a long video. I don't blame you if you have already decided to click out. This is from Paper and Milk, not sure if that caught, and this is the last work sticker. So this was for my friend Kathy. It was her 30th on this day, so I got like 30 balloons and flowers and set them up in the office for when she walked in, which was really fun. She really loved it. So it's funny. So my birthday was Tuesday, her birthday was Sunday, her birthday party was Saturday, and mine was Sunday. So it was like a very busy like couple of days there. Then I marked TGIF. It was just one of those weeks. I was so thankful it was the weekend. So this is like my favorite sticker of all time from Fox and Cactus. I love it. It's like the party popper. I just feel like it goes with everything. The colors always seem to match, which is like my favorite thing about a sticker. So I'm literally gonna write TGIF. And then Troy and I watched Suits, which is like the show that we've been really into. I mentioned it a little while ago on my channel, and I had a few people like respond saying like they've watched it in the past. Yeah, like I fucking love Lewis. Like, I hated Lewis at the start, but I fucking love Lewis. And like, we're not finished yet, so like, I don't care if you spoil me. I actually enjoy getting spoiled with stuff. Like, that's not sarcastic. I genuinely enjoy it. And I just need like Harvey and Donna to fucking get together. Like, seriously, just get over yourselves and get together. Like, I hate it. So we'll see. So that sticker is from Paper and Milk, and then I used a With Hubs script from Planner Choco because I couldn't be bothered writing it. And then this to finish off. This is going to make no sense to anybody who doesn't live in Australia, but essentially a football player kicked 1,000 goals in their career, which is like a huge achievement, especially in the modern game. Like we have a lot of rule changes in our game, and so it just does not favor like a forward kicking 100 goals in one season, but this player did, and it was like a huge deal. Like in Australian football, when a player does this, like all the fans run onto the ground and like surround them, and it's just like this whole thing. And so essentially this player kicked 1,000 goals, and it was just one of those things that, like, he doesn't play for my team, and like I watched it and it was exciting, but it's one of the things that, like, I don't know, you just like want to look back on, like, oh, remember that day when Buddy kicked 1,000 goals? Yeah, I don't know. So it probably makes no sense to non-Australians, but anyway. So moving on to the weekend. Your favorite thing about planning, I feel like I've kind of answered this already, is foil pairings. That's like my like favorite, like, I don't know, I've got a couple of things. So that's like my favorite thing itself about planning is foil pairing. I really enjoy that. But my other favorite thing is like and this is so cliche, but it's honestly the people that I have met. Like, I never would have even come into contact with so many of you guys. Like, I never would have started a YouTube channel. I never would have started an Instagram for something that's not just my personal Instagram. Like, and to be able to be like friends with so many of you guys and chat and like talk about stuff that's not even planner related, but I just, like, it's so, I love it. I really love just that aspect of friendship, and it's so fucking lame, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I never would have found that, especially with like so many of you guys in the States. Just being able to connect over like planning, I don't know, I really enjoy it. And as I said, like, my physical thing is what was I saying, is like foil pairing. That's my favorite thing to do. But yeah, I actually really love chatting to people, and yeah, I don't know, a bit lame, but friendship is really important to me. So I have really like, oh geez, that's a tight fit. Ugh, I don't love that, but anyway, I really don't like that back to back, but we're just gonna go with it. So yeah, that's like the kind of real cheeso answer to that question. I'm gonna, oops, we're gonna use that sticker to mark sleeping in, and I am certain I have a script in hollow. Yes, I do. I've got multiple sizes. No, I've only got one size in hollow. Okay, it's actually quite big. So I'm just going to put it like that. Ugh, not my favourite thing ever, but it is what it is. Then, what's this? I marked getting glam because it was my friend's birthday. I put a lot of effort into my makeup looks this weekend, both of them. I'm just going to use a makeup brush like set. I feel like Carly Plans has a Get Glam script, I want to say. Oh, she's got, I want to do play with makeup, that's fun. I feel like she has Get Glam, or maybe that, no, another shop has that. I'm not buying that. I'll get Glam as a custom from Carly if I want it. Love that. I love Carly's double font stack so much. Then it was Kathy's birthday, so we're going, it's a real birthday like crazy week this week. We're going all the way back. And I'm going to use this Coffee Monsters Co. sticker. That's cute. To mark Kathy's 30th. I'm gonna mark Kathy is 30. And then, so that night, so this is the 26th, this is also our first wedding anniversary, so just a really big week for me. So we went out to dinner to celebrate that. I'm gonna mark that with, I kind of want to use this sticker from Happy Dyer, but it doesn't match at all, so I'm not going to. I'm going to use, actually I am going to use this, which is massive, from Coffee Monsters Co. But as I said, I really struggle to use those. And then, no, I think I've got Happy Anniversary. I think I'm going to use that. I was going to use Date Night, but I think I'm going to use Happy Anniversary instead, because I can use Date Night anytime. Yes, I do have, I have about 14 Happy Anniversaries. I got them in a grab bag. And I have a lot. Oh, that one just ripped. Well, that's fine because I have so many of them, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put that there. That's kind of cute. I like that. Something different. And then we went and saw Batman because I was pestering Troy about seeing Robert Pattinson in a new movie. I kept saying that it was not Breaking Dawn, New Moon from Edward's point of view, and he was getting pissed off at me. But actually, so 3-hour movies are far too long for me. Like, that's just end me now. That's way too long. But I really enjoyed the movie. That fucking, if you've seen Batman, that jawline, I tell you, 14-year-old me loved Edward Cullen, and 26-year-old me has no regrets. Like, whew, that is a fine piece of meat, let me tell you. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Robert Pattinson, chef's kiss, love it. So next, I have got one more question. If money were not a thing, where would your ultimate trip be? Whew, that is a tough question. I mean, I don't want to be cliche and say, oh, like, I'd just go around the world, because that's boring. But, I mean, that's kind of the cop-out answer, isn't it? No, I would go to Disney World, probably. I would do like a real big, that doesn't go at all, a real big Disney trip. Like, I would fly to Orlando and do like 2 weeks at Disney World, because I've only been to Disney World once, and it was for 5 days, which obviously is not enough. But it's just so expensive if you don't live in the States. It's so expensive to stay on property for us, and it's also really expensive to get there. And then you have to spend like at least 10 days because there's so much to do. So like that obviously costs money. So I would do Disney World, and then I would do a Disney cruise because I've always wanted to do one of those. But just like never had the chance. Again, they're quite expensive. And then I would do Disneyland on the way home. And like, I know, lame, cliche, but I'm just like, I love Disney so much. It's my favorite. Like, that's where I would go. So that's the answer to that question. Thank you everybody who asked me questions. I am also, thank you to everyone who's still here, because this is a fucking long video, and like, props to you because it's a long one. I honestly just turned the camera on and we just got rolling, so I didn't know how long this was going to be, but it's really turned into a feature-length film, which is fun. So yeah, thank you all for sticking around. Who knows when the next one's going to be. Alrighty, finishing off Sunday. So, already did McDonald's, don't know why I did that first. Then that is another like Get Glam. So we're going to mark that differently somehow. I'm gonna use a cat lipstick. That's kind of random, but I'm gonna use it from Paper and Milk, and I'm just gonna write in Glam. This video is gonna take me forever to edit. I'm just actually no. I actually don't really have to cut much. It's gonna take me forever to upload because it's gonna be like an hour and a half long. Oh well. So for my birthday, I did wine tasting and lunch at a local winery, which was so nice. I posted a picture of my outfit on my Instagram. You might have seen it. I wore this dress that just like, I feel like a lot of people will probably get this, but I feel like when you get older, you don't look like you did when you were 16, and it's sometimes kind of hard to accept and get used to and find things that feel like that are flattering. Also, just generally having big boobs just deflates you because it's so hard to find things that fit properly and are flattering. And this dress just made me feel like $1,000,000. Like, it was so flattering. I felt comfortable in it. I wasn't worried about like, oh, just like, can you see something? Does this angle look bad? I just like loved it so much. So I was just really happy. I just felt good about myself, and like, it was my birthday. I had all my friends there. Like, so my 24th birthday was the 22nd of March 2020. So if you can kind of remember what that would have been like, that time, it was the in Australia, it was the day that everything got announced to be closed. So it was the day that the wedding got called off. So it was like the worst birthday I've ever had. And then last year, my birthday is the 22nd and the wedding was the 26th. So my birthday didn't really, I've got one box too many here. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, so not to be like selfish and like, I didn't get my birthday, but just to like explain, that's what happened. So it's just like nice to have all my friends together, be finally out of lockdown, COVID kind of, you know, not over, but like we're moving in the right direction. And yeah, so it was just like so nice. Watch Cars. My friend Maddie stayed over and she was adamant that we watched Cars because I think the next day was a Grand Prix. Yes, it was. And we were just making jokes about the, like, Guido, because he loves like Ferrari and he's like, pit stop. So we just like kept saying it over and over again, and it was just one of those things. Also, I know this color does not quite match, but I really just want to be done with this sheet, so I'm just going to use it. All right, and then last but certainly not least is the sidebar. So what did I mark? I wrote happy birthday. I guess that makes sense. Let's just do a birthday thing. I'm gonna do a present, and I'm gonna do green, like so. And I'm gonna do, actually I already wrote, I was gonna write it's my birthday, but I already wrote that. So I'm just gonna do happy birthday. Like that. Script from Planner Choco. And then here is my Disney countdown. This day was 5 weeks. It is now less than 2. Oh my god, it's so exciting. So I generally flip through my ridiculously large stack of like movies and pick one that matches the colors, but I'm going to use this donut because it kind of sticks out at me, and write 5 weeks. I kind of wrote that a bit sideways, but that's okay. And then that's it for the spread. So I'm going to zoom out and show you all what it looks like. I'm going to get this folder out of the way. As I mentioned, if you were still here, thank you very much for putting up with me. I know it was a lot of rambling, but it was actually really nice to be back, and like talking to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I can be back for another video soon enough. So this is the finished spread. Overall, I am glad I didn't use it in my main planner. It's definitely not my cup of tea. I do like the spread, it's cute, but I just don't love the pastels. So this is a spread. I'll do a little wiggle there. So that's the finished spread. I'll flip through what I've got left. So I didn't use the double box at all. I've got 3 of the Fashion Girls, which I will keep. Then I've got this many pattern labels. I've got 1 box here and a couple of labels. I've got this much of the label sampler. This page has nothing on it. Pretty much all the little things, I didn't use them. All of these scripts in this page, and then 2 more boxes. I don't use the heart checklist, and then this much of the foil. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. Also, I finished the glitter headers and the bottom washi page previously, and that is everything. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this catch up. It was really nice to get back on here and sit down and chat with you guys, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye!